A tornado turned it into a morgue. A lynching turned it into a fortress. And now, it's been abandoned for over 20 years, crumbling into dust while nobody lifts a finger to save it. This is the Webster Telephone Exchange Building in Omaha, Nebraska, a structure that witnessed some of the darkest and most heroic moments in American history. Built in 1906, this building has been a makeshift hospital for tornado victims, a military base protecting black families from racist mobs, a community center that served thousands, and one of the largest black history museums west of the Mississippi River. Yet today, it stands empty, rotting, forgotten, a monument to how quickly we abandon the places that hold our most painful and powerful truths. If you think historic buildings are just old bricks and mortar, you're about to discover why this one matters more than you ever imagined. Hit that follow button right now, because Ikemefuna History TV is about to reveal a story so shocking you won't believe it's been hidden in plain sight. March 23, 1913, Easter Sunday. According to the Nebraska State Historical Society, an F4 tornado, a quarter-mile wide with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour, tore through Omaha without warning. It was the deadliest tornado in Nebraska history. Wikipedia records confirm that 103 people were killed in Omaha alone, with 400 injured. 800 homes were completely destroyed. Another 2,000 were wrecked. The damage? Over $8 million in 1913. That's more than $250 million in today's money. The tornado obliterated the neighborhood around the Webster Telephone Exchange Building at 2213 Lake Street. According to Wikipedia's detailed account, the building became a makeshift infirmary for the wounded and dying. Telephone operators never left their stations, not during the tornado, not after. Physicians and nurses came from area hospitals, transforming the telephone exchange into an emergency medical center. According to North Omaha History Archives, the Webster building served as a morguery for African American victims and others who died that day. More than 100 bodies, families searching desperately for loved ones, and one building holding it all together. Fast forward to September 28, 1919. According to the Nebraska State Historical Society's extensive documentation, a mob of between 5,000 and 15,000 white rioters stormed the Douglas County Courthouse, demanding that Sheriff turn over Will Brown, a 40-year-old black man falsely accused of assault. Brown suffered from chronic rheumatism. He was physically incapable of committing the crime. But facts didn't matter. The mob set fire to the courthouse, turned it into a furnace, dragged Brown out, and lynched him. They shot his body more than 100 times, burned it, and dragged it through the streets to the edge of Omaha's black neighborhood as a message of terror. According to Wikipedia's detailed riot documentation, black neighborhoods in North Omaha were then targeted by rioters. But here's what stopped them. U.S. Army soldiers set up headquarters in the Webster Telephone Exchange Building. They patrolled the area, establishing a military presence that protected nearby black homes. No violence came to those neighborhoods. That building, the same one that had served as a morgue 6 years earlier, became a fortress that saved lives. In late 1932, the Nebraska Telephone Company closed the facility. According to Black Past historical records, they donated it to the Omaha Urban League in 1933 for use as the Near North Side Community Center. The building housed a nursery, library, gymnasium, medical and dental clinics. Future national civil rights leader Whitney Young kept his offices there in the 1940s. After the U.S. entered World War II, it became the Wartime Community Center, providing social services and events to support families. In 1948, the Urban League donated the building to the new Near North Side YMCA, which occupied it until 1951. Then, in 1976, something extraordinary happened. Bertha and James T. Calloway purchased and renovated the building to open the Great Plains Black History Museum. According to the Encyclopedia of the Great Plains, the museum opened with more than 10,000 rare books, artifacts, and memorabilia from Bertha Calloway's private collection, supported by a $101,000 grant from the American Bicentennial Administration. The collection grew to more than 100,000 items, paintings, rare books, photographs, films, making it one of the largest museums devoted to African American history west of the Mississippi River. Exhibits featured buffalo soldiers, homesteaders, cowboys, black churches, black women, the local NAACP, and local black heroes. According to the National Register of Historic Places, the Webster Building was listed in 1977 and designated an official Omaha landmark in 1980. But here's where the tragedy begins. Due to Bertha Calloway's declining health and without major funding, the building deteriorated. The museum moved out in 2001. In 2017, it relocated to the Jewel Building on North 24th Street. The collection was saved, but the building, according to Black Past records, it's been empty for more than 2 decades. In 2016, it was listed on the National Register as part of the 24th and Lake Historic District, but that hasn't stopped its decline. As of February 2025, the Webster Telephone Exchange Building is one of Omaha's most important Black heritage sites and one of its most endangered historic structures, and there are no signs anyone is trying to save it. Think about that. A building that served as an emergency hospital during Nebraska's deadliest tornado, a military base that protected Black families from a lynch mob, a community center that served thousands, one of the largest Black history museums in the region, and we're letting it rot. This isn't just about bricks and mortar, this is about memory. This is about the stories we choose to preserve and the ones we allow to disappear. As one historian wrote about the 1913 tornado, lest we forget. But we are forgetting. We're watching a building that witnessed both unimaginable tragedy and incredible resilience crumble into nothing. So here's my question for you. Why do we abandon the places that hold our most important stories? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever heard of the Webster Telephone Exchange Building? Do you think it deserves to be saved? And if you were in Omaha, would you fight to preserve it? Share this video with someone who needs to understand why historic preservation matters. Hit that like button. Follow Ikemefuna History TV for more untold stories that shaped America. Because when we let buildings like this disappear, we're not just losing architecture, we're losing pieces of our soul. And once they're gone forever.